It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Volunteers will kick it off to get us underway. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Out of the gun, the inside handoff looking for a crease. And the ball's out and they're after it. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. With the catch, it's Burke. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way.
Nothing but green ahead. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness. Now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Offense getting set for first down. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback checking off. They're throwing for it on fourth down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Florida. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Just about set to kick it away.
Number 26 set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Selden. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line.
First and 10.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it,
he's got it downfield for a huge gain. He's off to the races. Tag! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown ball!
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They had the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. The handoff to Johnson. Smashes through.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
To the air, it's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play and getting the ball back to its offense.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. On the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Now on the option. Quick toss. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. A designed run for the quarterback. The expressway is wide open. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They're sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care.
Oh, look out! Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
The Vols are moving quickly down the field. Discards a man. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Scanning the field, it's Ncaa. Throws to the wideout. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Volunteers!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Notre Dame has the lead currently, but it hasn't come easy for the Golden Domers. They're in a tight one right now. They're up by 8 over Stanford. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Trying to find his man on first down. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out. Here's to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking to pass. It's Flagway. Unloads to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face, going for it inside your own 40. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes a catch at the 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Gator!
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends. Like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone, it's Selden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that put.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Here comes the offense on first down. On the run, it's Sampson. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Line getting set on second down. Motion from the offense. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Still looking, on the move. He'll turn it loose out to the right. What a catch and what a throw along the sideline. Just sings it in there. A little Barishnikov for the toe tap. No Tennessee quarterback will ever be revered like Peyton Manning, but many more throws like that, and they're going to say, this guy's getting into the realm at least.
Now, you get in the realm, you're good. You get in the realm, you start talking about Hall of Fame. That's what kind of tradition you've had with a guy like Peyton Manning. His fingerprints are still on this program.
Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee! All even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with a tie, guess what? Back to the offense. Back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He's taking the shot. Touchdown, Gator! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Tennessee, 21.
He'll bring it out. It's Selden. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This has been a spectacular offensive showcase so far, David.
This has been unbelievable. The fireworks has been amazing. This is modern offense now. Palmer, when you look at college football, there's a lot of scoring, and defenses hadn't had a lot of answers.
No, and this game's been a track meet, man. So if you're on offense right here, keep the pedal to the metal. Keep the tempo going. Stay aggressive.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They're bringing heat. Setting up the screen. Hard running there. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Iyamaleava. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going for it all. Snags it on the right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
The Volunteers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
DB's right up on the receivers. These corners backing off a bit. He's going for it all. And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 30. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the...
Headed to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown ball.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
Now they'll run it on the toss. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man downfield. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He's looking to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Selden. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out in the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Oh, that's in grabbing air. Oh, my, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. The option look. He'll pitch it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
He's tackled at the 16-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Touchdown, Volunteers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they tacked on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The give to the tailback. Bowls his way forward. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Going up top. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but his defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Volunteers in the hurry up.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Tuna! Gorilla!
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads it downfield. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A 1st down for the offense. They'll give it to Johnson. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. It's complete. A huge pickup. He's running free down the middle. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long. A step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fights off a defender. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Floating away. He's going to take off. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's McCoy. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter.
48-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, we're all tied up.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Leaves it with the running back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry.
Cut. Moves. Terrier.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sampson. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
Offense facing Terrier.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it using the quick game. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there?
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
The Vols are flying down the field. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you're playing a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. The Gators pick up the first down.
And 4th and inches for me is a green light anywhere on the field. I'm going to run the football. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to go to my play. I know I can get it. I like the play call on 4th and inches to go for it.
The handoff to Johnson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him down after he makes the catch. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Finds the tight end. At the 35, he's got room. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Makes the catch and knocked down.
Defense comes up with a really big stop there. That's nice. They don't give up the first down, so the clock keeps working, but they're on their own end of the field. They know this offense is going to start taking shots into the end zone. They better have some guys ready in the back end, ready to swat some balls away and make some plays.
Yeah, in 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got it past the marker. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. The aerial assault continues. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
Well, tempo is going to be a big deal right now, but 4th down coming up, trailing. You have to dial up the right play right here, Dave.
And first things first, you got to get the 1st down. Like, I got to convert this 4th down. The clock is irrelevant at that point. Then I got to kick it in high gear, make some plays, and getting scoring position to try to take the lead.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Forced out of the pocket. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, it's your decision.
The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. And they'll go for 2 to try to win it right here. And this crowd is deafening, trying to will the stop. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. And now they've decided to go for 2. A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided right here. Snap it to the back. He is in there. The 2-point conversion gives them the lead. And what lower intestinal fortitude to go for it there. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Quarterback will audible. He wants to throw. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. He's got it down the right side. And he was
and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take another shot here. And he can't hang on. Oh, he